guys, so welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I did a story time, but I am back with kind of like a three in one or a 2-in-1. I don't know how many stories I'm gonna tell you guys. I'll try to remember what I can and then tell you guys about it. I just got finished taking some product pictures, so I thought I still have my makeup on, so why not do a sit down video for you guys. So let's get started. So the first story is not that crazy, it's really short actually, but I was still like so scared for my life. So yeah, as you guys know, or if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I used to work in a hotel about 6-7 months ago. Since before the whole Rona thing started, I used to work in a hotel for almost a year, and I've seen some pretty crazy things in that 1 year that I worked there. So yeah, I'm not gonna name the name of the hotel. If you figure it out, then you figure it out, but I won't be naming the name. So yeah, it was just a normal day at work. It was it was a bit busy because it was during summertime, and everyone was coming to the hotel because the hotel has a really big pool, and people would come in and pay to swim and just chill around the pool. So I was just at the front desk because that was my job. I was a front office clerk, and I saw a man in shorts, and with his he was wearing a shirt, but his clothes looked like they didn't look he did let me just say it like this: he didn't blend in with the people that were coming in on that day, because yes, there were people coming in shorts, but they didn't look homeless. He was, you know, like the type of clothes that you wear at home. Those are the types of clothes that he was wearing. So he passed and he had this smirk on his face, and he walked like really fast to the back where the pool is. So I was like, but I didn't really pay it any mind. I just left it where it was. The security did have an eye on him. They couldn't stop him from entering right away because it's hotel policy. You can just tell someone that they can't enter the hotel. Only if they do something, then you can stop them from being there. So, but yeah, they were keeping an eye on him, and I kid you not, within like 2 minutes we saw him walking back, and his shorts were wet and his shirt was on his shoulder, and one of the security guards was walking behind him and making sure that he really went outside, because this man just literally, when he got outside where the pool is, he just literally jumped into the pool, and he was making these crazy noises, and he was laughing, like, you know, that evil laugh that crazy people just give. He was doing that. So they got him out of the pool and they escorted him out, and then yeah, one of the guards came and told us what he did. And like as he was leaving, guys, like it was so scary because he had such a evil, my battery's low, my camera died, but yeah, he had such an evil laugh, and he was like laughing like ha 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 while he was going outside. So that was really scary because you really don't know who is coming in the hotel, and you can't just go and stop people from entering the hotel. So something had to happen for them to remove him from the premises. So yeah, that was scary, and I can, when I think back at it, I can still see that scary face that he was making. But yeah, on to story number 2. So there was this lady. She would always come to the hotel, and everyone, like even when I got there, when I started working there, my colleagues that were already working there for quite some time told me about her, and they let us know that, if you see this lady, keep an eye on her because she's crazy. She's crazy. But yeah, every now and then I would see this lady, and she would always, this is what she always wore. She would take like, let me show you guys. She would take, yeah, she would take a long scarf like this one, and then she would like wrap it around herself, around her boobs. Tie it up like so, like something like that. She would just, and mind you, this woman was like, she was a chubbier woman. She had, she had some meat on her. So like this was all that she wore, this with her boobs covered, and then she would take another scarf type of thing, and then just wrap it around her waist like so, and just tie it up somehow. So every single time, not one of the times that I saw her did she wear something decent. Like every time, that is what she wore, with her little heels and her bag, and like her makeup, like her eyeliner all the way to the back. Crazy, 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 crazy. So she would always just come in, go to the back, and then after many hours you would see her going out of the hotel. And this particular night, it was like about a month or a few weeks before I stopped working there. This particular night, it was already like things, was it? Yeah, COVID. I think COVID already, no, it didn't happen yet. But the hotel wasn't that busy, and it was around between 9 and 9:30. She came to the front desk to ask me to call a taxi for her, because we would offer that service to all of the guests that came there for free, no paying. She came and asked me to call a taxi for her, and I did. But I don't know what happened. Either like the road where the hotel was closed, or there was some strike going on. I don't know, but cars were allowed to park in front of the hotel only after a certain time of the day would they be able to park in front of the hotel. So I called a taxi for her, and he came. It did take long, I won't lie, it did take long, but it was due to the fact that something was going on that day. And when he came, I told her, "Miss, your taxi is here." She said, "Oh, thank you." And she walked outside to go home. But then, after like 2 seconds, I saw her walking back to the front desk, and she was like, "Can you call another taxi for me, because I don't like cars that are low. I want to sit a bit higher." And I'm like, "Lady, you just go home. Why do you..." It's not like you have some type of medical condition. She was fine. She was fine. She was healthy and walking. Like, you don't need a higher car. But anyways, I called another taxi for her, and then in the meantime, while she was waiting, she was just pacing around in the lobby, walking around, just being so weird. And at some point, she she was standing near where we had a she was standing where a pond was with our beautiful fish, and right next to the pond we had a desk. So she was standing there with her hand on the desk, and she put one half, like her left foot on the rim of the pond, and she was just literally scratching her cooch. Like, what? Who does that? Who does that? Um, and it was not the first time. Like, there have been like probably three or four times before that she would come to the front desk and ask some really random, the most random things, and she would be standing there and scratching her cooch like this. Do you guys have newspaper? it was it was crazy, and nah. She was just standing there for a good 3 minutes doing that, and one of the guests was coming from his room, and he was looking at her like, well, like while he was walking to exit the hotel, the lobby. He was looking at her like, what? And he looked at me, and he gave me this look like, what the hell is she doing? And I gave him this look like, I don't know. Like, without words we were communicating, and it was disgusting. And then after that she came back to the front desk to ask I think she came to ask like how far is the taxi. Miss, I don't work there, so I don't know. I just said something, probably told her just to wait a few more minutes. So, and while she was standing there asking me when the taxi was going to come, she put her hands on the front desk. The hands that she was scratching her thing with, she put them on the front desk. I wanted to die. So yeah, luckily, shortly after that, her taxi came, and I was just praying to God, literally like, God, please let this be the right taxi so she doesn't come back and make the rest of my night even more miserable. Like, but yeah, luckily she didn't come back and I was saved. So on to the next story. Now the next story that I can think of is not going to be a funny one or anything. This was like really sad, and I wish things ended up differently, but yeah, this was really sad. So it was another busy day. It was also around like summertime, and a lot of tourists were in Suriname, going to the pool, staying at the hotel, and whatnot. And on this particular day, it was extremely busy, so busy. And yeah, I was at the front desk, and I saw this older white man. I would say he was around 50 something. Yeah, 50, like maybe 57, 58. And this little girl, she would probably be 8 or 9 years old. She was a Hindustani little girl, and I saw them enter the hotel. together. There was no older person. There was no older Hindustani person with the girl. It was just him and the little girl. And I already was a bit suspicious of that because I'm just gonna say it like it is. There are a lot of white pedophile men that come to Suriname and mistreat and abuse little kids. They do it a lot in Holland, and then they also come here and do the same thing to kids. So I was worried, but the thing about being a front officer is that every second there could be something new happening, and you have to take into account all of these things that are happening. You have to stay focused, and you can't keep your mind on one thing for too long because you will not be able to handle everything that's happening. So I noticed that, but I just like right, I saw it, and then right after that I was focused on other things. So I don't remember, but I think it was a few hours later. So his hand was on her or one of her shoulders while they were walking out, and he had a glass or a bottle of beer. I'm not sure, but it was beer, and he was shirtless with his shirt on one of his shoulders. I don't know which one anymore. And they were being escorted out because I later heard that he was saying some very inappropriate things to this little girl. And I personally heard while they were walking out, he said to her, he was asking her, "So you don't love me anymore?" Like something that you would ask your wife or your girlfriend, and not an innocent little girl. And it was really strange and weird to me. And yeah, after that, I think it was, yeah, it was definitely another day because I wasn't working at the front desk. I was working, I was doing some other work. And one of the managers came to me and asked me what I saw and what happened because they later got a report of the incident and what happened. And I told her what I saw and what happened. And I really felt bad because I felt like I could have done more to help her and save her, because who knows where he went with her, and who knows what he did to her. Like she was innocent. She was really small, and it was really weird. I also heard that she told, because one of my other colleagues, she asked her like if she's okay and if she knows the man, and she was like, yes, it's her mom's boyfriend. So yeah, I was it was a really sad moment for me, and I felt like I didn't do enough to help her. But so yeah guys, that is it for this video. Hope I kept you guys entertained for a little bit. Please check out my last story time here and subscribe on my face here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.